Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, watching the Big Bang Theory. This is the 11th episode of the 12th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most liked characters throughout the whole entire franchise. 3 votes are allowed. Your results of mine will be shown in the final episode. Cannot wait to see you guys choose. Interesting stuff. Last episode, we had Sheldon pretty much devastated. Sheldon asked Leonard to citate his work. He was going through it, he was checking it, he was looking at where he gathered all this information, and he basically found that some Russians have been doing some research, and basically they disproved all of the work that Amy and Sheldon have been working towards ever since we've seen them in the wedding day in the finale of season 11 up until this point. And he was devastated. He couldn't believe it. He was so upset. He just basically kind of give up. However, interestingly, he gave him a VCR tape, didn't he? I think it was, out of the safe. Basically, he gave it to Amy and said, look, Sheldon gave me this and told me to give it me like on his worst day. And they put it in, and it was young Sheldon. He was sat there, he was trying to give himself a pep talk, he was giving him information, he was trying to big him up to say, look mate, you might have a few minor setbacks here and there, but it's all about falling off the horse and getting back up again. Don't quit, you are Mr. Science. Then what happened is the tape ended up getting recorded over from his dad, basically just recording football, and Sheldon was fuming, he stormed off. But interestingly, Amy sat down, fast forwarded the tape, goes all the way to the end, and his dad's in the changing rooms doing a talk to all the players, basically giving them up and motivating them. And Sheldon took inspiration from that, even though it wasn't him, young Sheldon, telling him what to do. It was his dad from the past here, motivating other people, which obviously was inspiring Sheldon himself. And he's never giving up that attitude. And he basically started thinking about, what if we're looking at things from different angles? We're looking at it from one point of view, but what if you look at it from this perspective? What about this? It could be multi-layered. Maybe we've been looking at it wrong, and it's got him and Amy back going again, and hoping that their theory may have been disproved by the Russians in one element, but that's only from one perspective and one angle, and maybe they're onto something bigger than they ever thought of before. And that's where we ended it. So it's exciting. We're back on track with Happy Sheldon and obviously Amy working towards hopefully a Nobel Prize. It's going to be good. Can't wait to see what happens. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Champagne with a packet of Splenda in it.
You know what I call this drink?
A waste of champagne?
No, a Dr. Cooper.
Is also sweet and bubbly.
A toast to Sheldon and Amy and the publication of your super asymmetry paper. We are so proud of you guys.
Well, there are some comments online, but we haven't read them. We decided we don't care what people say about our work.
Good for you. People online can be so mean. I posted a picture of myself on Instagram, and some jerk said I look so skinny I might disappear.
It'd be nice to read some of the thank you notes.
I'm surprised you're interested in some stranger's opinion.
Well, as I always say, a stranger's just a friend who hasn't complimented me yet.
Here's one from Dr. Salzberg at UCLA.
Wait, no, stop. I don't want to know. What if he's mean?
Well, what if he's complimentary? Positive. He says it might be the discovery of the decade.
Oh, this may be the Dr. Cooper talking. Pour me another Dr. Cooper.
Hey, Penny and I were thinking of getting a big paintball game together.
Oh, Leonard, why does she want to shoot you?
Wants to play paintball. It combines my love of whimsy with her love of making grown men cry.
President Siebert.
What are you doing in the regular cafeteria? You're a superstar. No offense, worker bees. Welcome to the inner sanctum.
Imagine having that in the university.
Sanctum.
This is nice. Why have we waited so long to do this?
Because you never invited us.
Is anything that you need?
No, actually, I could use some barbecue sauce for my tots. Oh, wait, no, ketchup.
Can we have some barbecue sauce and ketchup over here?
Both. So this is how the other half lives.
Taking a divide and conquer approach here, where you do the interviews and Sheldon stays here and holds down the fort. It's not that we don't want Sheldon to do the interviews, it's just that we really want you to do the interviews. Sheldon, you're a brilliant man, but your people skills are...
Hey, this is not barbecue sauce, this is steak sauce. What are you trying to pull?
Say somebody asks if you feel your work is derivative of the work of Professor Joseph Polchinski.
Yeah, at least he knows him well.
Can we get this man some barbecue sauce?
he is right. Like, Sheldon needs to just be absolutely taken away from any press at all. Just like if Raj ever gets the opportunity, get him binned off as well. You know what I mean? Like, remember the last time he was on TV, he didn't go through any of his segment, didn't educate anybody about, you know, is he an astrologist? And he just basically started beefing with somebody on Twitter at Celebrity Dinner. It's the same with Sheldon, to be honest. Sheldon can't take any sort of criticism. He thinks that he can, but he can't. And, like, he hates comparisons as well. And imagine if somebody, we know how mad he gets, if somebody even compares an engineer's quality towards his, you know what I mean? He can't hold it together. He honestly can't. And although it might be a bit upsetting for him to obviously hear the information from the university that they, even though it's his work and they're thankful for it, they don't want him out there in a public figure, so to speak, speaking. I get it. And he should understand it himself. And it is probably the best way forward. You know, people want to get behind something that, I don't know, they can make a connection with. Where, like, if I was watching the news and somebody come on and started beefing with people, just like he was kind of shouting about the source, you'd start quickly losing interest. I think a perfect example is this Gypsy Rose. You know, everybody knows the story and she was in prison and whatnot. And when she come out, everybody was loving her. Yeah. She made this documentary, and I personally think she's come out of it looks like a right, like a right bitch. Like, I literally don't like her personally. And I feel like that's how everybody went. She had this big following, too much in the press, too much on the screen, too much people can see them. Her reputation's gone down. And that's what it would be with Sheldon, because he's an acquired taste.
Do you mind stocking these?
Actually, I'm not on the clock today. I'm just hanging out with my boyfriend.
Ah, cool. That's me, right?
I broke up with you, and now I'm dating that guy.
I know you're joking, but my flight response doesn't.
My mom, she just needed to back off. This is our wedding, and if anyone's gonna design the floral arrangements, it's going to be my man.
This is my special day. My doorbell camera.
Oh, I got one of those for my place, but I never installed it.
Oh, it's easy. I can do it for you.
Paintball game on Saturday if you two want to join.
Oh, my roommate asked me to help her move out on Saturday.
Oh, that sucks.
Sucks for her. I'm playing paintball.
That, she needs a roommate.
Jack and Eddie don't want to be with her.
Thanks, Stuart.
Oh, he's happy with Howard and Bernadette. Put him on the spot there. I mean, I hate put on the spot moments.
That was hard to watch.
How do I look?
A little shorter, but as we age, that happens to all of us.
I wish you were coming with me.
If it helps, I wrote up some possible questions and answers for
Do
you.
you love more, Sheldon the scientist or Sheldon the man? Answer, Sheldon the scientist, but by such a slim margin that it's statistically insignificant.
Oh, wait, you forgot the cards.
Love you too.
You ran out of there so fast. If it was a cartoon, there would have been a Stuart-shaped hole in the wall.
No, I talked to her after. She said she's fine.
Oh.
You'll find someone new.
Everything okay? Yeah, it's just Anu's doorbell camera. I have to install it. Who the hell is this guy? Wait, why is she inviting him into the house?
She's a good tipper.
The thing is, in reality, you know, like, he shouldn't really be fussed if he was in a longer term relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was Howard and Bernadette, so to speak, and he's seen that, he wouldn't probably be that bothered. But, like, being early on in a relationship, you get a bit insecure, don't you? Who's that? Why is he there? Why is he hugging her? Why is he going in the house? You know, are they cheating on me? I think it's kind of understandable at this very early stage. There's probably an easy explanation that it's a friend or work colleague, do you know what I mean? Or somebody that's related to her. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all this stuff, I reckon that he's going to go over there, maybe make out a big kind of deal and maybe make an issue out of something when it's nothing. But because they actually don't technically know each other a lot, this is a reason. Do you know what I mean? This is an easy example of, like, how rushing into things is not the best. I understand why they're doing it, but, you know, you got to need to know everybody, you know, everything about somebody before you got to marry them. Do you know what I mean? If you don't know the friends, then that's so minor in terms of the whole scheme of things, isn't it? You know, there's way more deeper stuff that they probably need to hash out as well. So, it's going to be interesting. I feel like he's going to make a mess and fool of himself anyway.
Do you ever feel guilty that we get to eat in the fancy dining room while our friends have to eat in the regular one?
Yes. Wait, did you say guilty or happy?
Guilty.
Oh, then no.
There's my MVP, most valuable physicist.
Thank you.
My star of NPR Science Friday and a potpourri of popular podcasts. An early look at the interview you did for Wired, and it is glowing. They loved you. And that headline, the neurobiologist who revolutionized physics.
He's not going to be
I'm
happy
sorry,
with
but
that.
who did what to, huh?
Has she done what Sheldon done to to Leonard?
go? Okay, I guess.
You don't sound very happy.
No, why wouldn't she be happy? She's the neurobiologist who revolutionized physics.
A warning, it can get pretty ugly out there.
Okay, well, remember, I'm your fiance.
I remember, do you?
Okay, Leonard.
Yeah.
I'm picking you.
First for a team? What is happening?
Take Bernadette.
I was going to say
Really? You're
Bernadette.
picking her over me?
Yeah, because she's vicious and can hide behind a mushroom.
Sheldon.
Raj,
Amy.
I'll take Anu.
She's going Howard.
Howard.
Yeah, the best.
We need some people to stay here and guard the flag, and some people to move out and try to capture theirs.
Hey, Sheldon, do you want to stay here?
What, hold down the fort? Because that's all I'm good for? Is that what you're going to say?
Your choices are get shot at or stay here and listen to them fight.
Shut it!
This is pretty exciting, sneaking around like this.
Never mind. Let me see the closest girl.
See anybody?
Yes, I saw a strange man going into your house the other night. But out there, there's nobody. Ow! I'm hurt. Ow! Ow!
At least she's hitting his chest.
Why do you keep shooting me?
Why don't you want to move in with me?
Has he run away? He's run away.
I'm not out. You didn't even shoot me.
I'm not going to shoot you from right here. It's too close. It's going to hurt.
Oh, come on. It's not going to hurt that
No,
bad.
I'm telling you, from this distance, it's going to hurt.
Ow!
No, I'm not going to shoot you. Ow!
You're right. We're way too close.
I didn't write the headline, Sheldon. Why can't you just be proud of me?
I am proud of you.
You sound jealous.
Well, I'm that too. I've seen Inside Out. I know I can feel two things at once.
Hey, who shot you?
Denise, and me when I was running from Denise.
You were spying on me?
That's not the point. The point is, who was that man?
My ex-boyfriend. Some of his stuff was still at my house, and he stopped by to pick it up.
Oh, and did you give it to him? Did you give him his stuff?
If stuff means sex, then no.
You're still talking to your ex-boyfriend?
Yes, and I'm not going to apologize for that. But trust me.
How can I trust you? I barely even know you.
Then what are we doing? Why are we planning a wedding?
I don't know.
Ow!
Ha! Oh! It's you!
I can't believe you shot me.
I can't believe I did either.
Right in the chest.
I'll leave a bruise.
Yeah, big one. Want a kiss to make it better?
I do.
That's okay. I'll Uber.
We can take you.
But I should warn you, we're in a bit of a spat.
Aha! Hey! Sorry, I didn't see anything.
I'm lying.
Oh, thank you.
Right, it's a tough situation there because I would have been full on Sheldon's side because I was on Leonard's side the last time. You know, when Sheldon kind of talked about himself and never, you know, recorrected the person that he was co-writer of the paper with Leonard. Do you know what I mean? Like, he kind of made it all about himself. I was against that because it's unfair. However, if what Amy's saying is true, and in the actual paper itself, she is consistently talking about her and Sheldon. We're a team. We done this. We. That's the word that it's got to be consistently in there. We and Dr. Cooper. Like, as long as that is consistently throughout the whole interview, the whole story, and that's the narrative, then the headlines you can't control. And, you know, being angry at her, it's a little bit unfair if she's consistently talking about group success. You know what I mean? Team success. However, I can also, she needs to understand from Sheldon's side is that it's upsetting as well. Even though you're contributing and you're consistently telling everybody it was a group effort, you know, seeing you get the headlines and not a mention of him, because that's what people see straight away. You pick up the paper, it's the headline that you read. You don't read the small story straight away. You see boom and probably a picture of Amy, and, you know, Sheldon may be forgotten down the line, where that's where he's coming from. So she's got to see it from both perspectives. But if she's consistently saying we, us, we done it together, Dr. Cooper, Amy, X, Y, and Z, then, you know, he's got to be a bit lenient as well.
Hey. Shot me a lot of times.
That is how your body actually goes.
not even counting the bruises on the inside. Sorry that I freaked out. Things are going so good with us, and I'm afraid that if we go too fast, I am gonna mess it up. It's a key to my place to show you that I'm serious.
Thank you. Isn't this technically a key to Howard and Burnham's place?
Yes, so don't ever use it or let them know that you have it. Appreciate it, but seriously, this is all bruise.
So, Dr. Cooper, my first question is for you.
Oh, goody.
Would you say that your paper is an extension of the work of Professor Joseph Paczynski?
No, walk off.
I'll be in the car.
Yeah. At least he tried, you know what I mean? He's consistent in, you know, and I've got to say fair play to Amy as well, in terms of what I was saying there about obviously she needs to see from his side why he may be upset, and he needs to see from her side that, you know, she's talking it about a consistent team level, and he was basically addressing that whole situation. Amy's like, look, if you're afraid of me only talking about Amy, then come sit in, do the interview together, show that we're a team. I'm not bothered. And then obviously from Sheldon's side, you know, he can go there and he can witness it and see it, and, you know, basically he's realised that that is not the position for him. It kind of just worked out on both angles. She gave him the opportunity, he failed. She's like, I'll do it myself, and let's go for it. It seems like they're doing well as well. And obviously, success can last for a long time, or it can last for a short time. Imagine being these guys and being invited to the cafeteria here that looks like it's an exclusive club, and it's way better than being sat where Leonard sits. Let's be honest, theirs is like sitting in a school cafeteria, where these guys are like sitting in a rich, do you know what I mean, like a pays for, like exclusive club experience. And, you know, you'd be gutted, wouldn't you, if you're in there and experiencing it all for a long time, and then you get actually, you know, after a month or two, when all the press dies down, you get kicked back to the curb. That'd be absolutely devastating. But it's good that the paper seems to be doing success. You know, we had 2 episodes, I think the last 2 anyway, of them kind of afraid and gutted that all this work that they'd done for months meant nothing. And then obviously you fast forward to episode 12 and they're here doing interviews, getting praised, headlines. It's all going good for them. So let's see actually where it goes. That is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've not yet voted for your most liked characters throughout the whole entire franchise, please do. 3 votes are allowed, links in the description, and your results might be shown in the final episode. Now, I've been consistent in saying that this Denise and Stuart storyline has been really good for me, actually. You know, I feel like they've done great in building him up, and now I'm actually invested. And, you know, I don't want him to ruin his relationship. But yes, okay, you know, we've got a relationship kind of rocking side by side, a new one. It's kind of like 2 in this season with Anu and obviously Raj, and now we've got Denise and Stuart, and we're kind of going through the motions in both of them. One of them is kind of saying, look, mate, I don't actually want to go too fast. You know, everything's going kind of great right now. I don't really want to move in together. Not because I dislike you, not because I don't want us to be together, but because, you know, everything's at that sweet spot at the minute, and I don't really want to push it further and maybe ruin it when we don't need to right now. Do you know what I mean? We don't have to dive in the deep end. We've gone in the shallow. When we slowly progressing towards the deep end, we're okay right now. And you've got the other one in terms of Raj and Anu, who's not even been in the shallow end. They've just took the armbands off and just gone head first into the you know, the deep end, and they're both trying to sink or swim. Do you know what I mean? And it's to me, I think it's understandable that Raj got upset. It is. However, that's their problem because they don't know each other much. You know, he even acknowledged it later on in the episode. How can I trust you when I don't even know you? And that is facts. But also what's facts is you want to get married. You want to move in. You know what I mean? You want to live together. You want to be husband and wife. And you've just basically just admitted yourself that you don't know anything about them. It's all about being in a relationship and learning and building and getting better and building that connection the way Denise and obviously Stuart are doing. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be interested to see them. I do feel like because it's a final season, we might commit to it and go through the up and downs and the round and rounds of the relationship building. But in today's episode, the situational base anyway, I can understand where it's coming from. He set up a camera, which he was being helpful, and it was on his phone. If he meant to have it on there, then he shouldn't have. But if he didn't mean to have it on there, but it was on there because he set it up, it's understandable. And then looking at it, to me, it's not actually that bad, you know, because it does actually chime on your phone, doesn't it? And you look at it. Then when he actually confronted her and spoke to her, she was like, yeah, that's my ex-boyfriend, and he's coming round and he's picking his stuff up. which one might be okay, but two, she seems like she was saying, well, yeah, of course, I mean, still in contact with him. And when you look at the video, she was pally hugging him and he had food. So did that really look like he was going around to get his stuff? I don't know, honestly. But again, like I said, you got to look at all the sides in today's episode, and I can understand what she's saying about moaning at him and him saying moaning at her, and obviously the same with what is it now, Sheldon and Amy. So they resolved their issue. Comrades, and obviously Anu solved theirs. I don't know. We'll see it in the next few episodes. Thanks for checking out today's off. If you did enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.